Hi, my budding learners. So once again, you are back with me to have fun with numbers. I hope you are enjoying the sessions. So we are here back with your book, Maths Concepts and Skills for Grade 2 by Feather Caps at your own learning platform, Learn Forward. So what are we going to have fun today? We are here with your chapter 3 of the book in which we'll be learning about subtraction of two-digit numbers. What is subtraction, children? Yes, you have already learned in grade 1. It means having less of something. Isn't it just the opposite of addition? We have learned in the previous session, addition means more of something, and you have learned adding and subtracting smaller numbers in grade 1. So, what new today? Let's start the journey. Here, what do you see? There are children having fun. Let's read about them. Tanvi went to a shop to buy chocolates, balloons, and other items for her birthday party. Wow. So you'll be having fun there. She bought 58 chocolates, 75 pastries, and 65 lollipops. So seems they are going to have lots of fun. Her father distributed 23 chocolates, 52 pastries, and 47 lollipops among her friends. How many items of each kind are left with her now? So to find out how much is left, what do we do, children? We subtract. And what is the sign for subtraction? Good, that is minus sign. So let's see how many of each items are left. For chocolates, she had 58 chocolates, out of which father distributed 23 chocolates. So 58 minus 23. Let's see what do we get. 8 minus 3 is 5 and 5 minus 2 is 3. Coming to pastries, she got 75 pastries. Father distributed 52 pastries. So let's subtract and find out. 5 minus 2 is 3 and 7 minus 5 is 2. Perfect. And what about lollipops? She got 68 lollipops, out of which 47 were distributed. So how many are left? 8 minus 7 is 1 and 6 minus 4 is 2. That is perfect, children. Is that all? Let's see what do we have ahead, children. So we have subtraction with regrouping. What do you mean by regrouping? We have already repeated it many times. Changing from ones to tens, tens to ones is regrouping. Now, what do you mean by subtraction with regrouping? Suppose you have to subtract a one-digit number from a two-digit number, and it is 8 from 25. So first thing that you have to do is write the places. So I write here tens and ones. The second thing is pick the bigger number, write the digits at proper places. So when I say 25, it means 2 tens, 5 ones. From this, what do I have to subtract? I have to subtract 8. That is perfect, children. Now, when you subtract, write 8 at the ones place, because 8 means only 8 ones, nothing in the tens column. I'll be putting minus sign here. When you start subtracting, is it possible that you have 5 of something and you take away 8? No, it's not possible. So what do? We borrow 1 from the tens place. So this 2 gives 1. That means now it is left with only 1. This tens when goes to ones column. Do you remember that pack of pencil I told you? When it is a pack, it is one pack. But when you take out all the pencils, how many pencils do you have? You have 10 pencils now. So same is here. When one tens moves to ones, it gets loose and it becomes 10 ones. And 10 ones plus 5 ones become 15 ones. Now, is it possible 15 minus 8? Yes, and you get the answer 7. Perfect. And this one goes down as it is. So 17 is your difference, right? So this is what we mean by regrouping. We are borrowing from tens. We are taking to ones as 10 ones now, right? Now, there is something that we miss while writing, that we have learnt in addition also, that when you are writing the numbers, please make sure that you write the digits under the proper places. So when we talk about 83 and 6, 83 means 8 tens and 3 ones. But 6 means only 6 ones. It does not mean only 6 tens. So if you write at the tens place, this becomes wrong. So ensure that you write the digits under the proper places, please. So here we have an exercise where numbers are already written perfectly. Let's subtract. 54 minus 7. So we start from ones place. Is 4 minus 7 possible? So what are you going to do? Borrow from tens. You are left with 4 here. And what does this number become? Yes, it becomes 14, children. And 14 minus 7 is how much? It is 7. And this 4 comes down as it is. So your answer is 47. Right? So these two parts you can do yourselves. Let's move to more parts here. 64 minus 7. Again, this 4 becomes 14 and this 6 is left with only 5. 14 minus 7 is 7 and this 5 is as it is. So rest of the parts, do it yourself to perfect. Ria took away 7 color pencils from a box of 25. Now she thinks 22 color pencils are left in the box. Is it possible? Is she correct or not? No, she is not. So how many colors are left there? Find out and give me the answer. What will it be? 25 minus 7. That gives you 18. So she is not correct. Right? Let's know. Subtracting a 2-digit number from a 2-digit number. Here you have subtracted a 1-digit number from a 2-digit number. And subtracting a 2-digit number from a 2-digit number is rather easier because the number of digits is the same. So we ensure that the digits are not interchanged. They are put at their proper places. For example, if you have to subtract 34 minus 17, children. So how do we write that? We'll be writing tens, we'll be writing ones. In 34, how many tens are there? 3 tens. 4 ones. Minus, we'll be putting this minus sign to show we are doing subtraction. 17 means 1 tens, 7 ones. So this is just important thing we must know. Now start subtracting from the ones place. Perfect. So this becomes 2 because 4 minus 7 is not possible. We are regrouping, we are borrowing. And your 4 becomes 14. 14 minus 7 is 7 and 2 minus 1 is 1. So when you subtract 17 from 34, you get the answer 17. That is perfect, children. Let's move to the next. We have an exercise here. We'll do one part. The rest you'll be doing yourself to master this subtraction. 57 minus 28. So do we need regrouping here? Yes, we start from ones. We see 7 is less than 8. So it borrows from tens and it becomes a big number. 17 now. How much is 17 minus 8? 9. Good answer. And 4 minus 2 is 2. So 29 is your difference. The answer that we get when we are subtracting numbers is called difference. And what is the answer we get on addition called? Yes, that is called sum. So remember these terms, children. Now we have a group activity for you to have fun. Make 2 teams. Give each team 2 die to roll. So when you have 2 die, you roll them. You get some numbers on the top, isn't it? So with these 2 numbers, you make a 2-digit number. Now you have to form a 2-digit number alternatively. That means take another turn to get one more number and find the difference between them. So have fun rolling the dice. A very interesting topic here is you can become your own teachers. Want to know how? What does the teacher do when you do sums? She checks your notebook and she makes sure that you have done it correctly, isn't it? So she checks your answer. Now you can do that checking part yourselves. Want to know how? Let's do it. So if you have to subtract 2 numbers, 31 and 17, Now you know how to write them perfectly and how to subtract them. When you subtract 31 and 17, you got the answer 14. You want to check whether my answer is correct or not because you want to get full marks in your test, right? Everybody wants? So how can you check it before submitting to your teacher? Let's see. The answer you will be taking as the top. We'll be starting from this answer. And the number that you subtracted, now this number you will be adding to your answer. So I take 14 and I add this 17 to it. Do it yourself. 7 plus 4 is 11, 1, carry over 1, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3. What do you get, children? If the answer, the sum that you get here is the same as the number you started with. So you started with the number 31, right? So if you get the same number as your sum while you are checking, that means your subtraction is perfect. Suppose in place of 14, 31 minus 17, and I write here as 7 minus 1, 6, 3 minus 1, 2. If I get the answer 26, let me check whether I am correct or not. So what I'll do, I'll take this first, 26. This will move here only. It will be at its place, but in place of subtraction, we will add this number. Now let's add. What do you get, children? 7 plus 6 is 13. 3 carry 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. Oh, 43. But I started with the number 31, isn't it? I started with this number. So what I see here is these two numbers are not same. That means I have done some mistake. And before giving the notebook to my teacher, I am going to find out my own mistake. Won't it be helpful, children? I am sure you will love to check your own answers. Let's do more here. So subtract the number and check your answer with addition. So if you have the number 62 minus 28, let's subtract. This becomes 5 and we needed a borrow here. So by regrouping, we got 12 here. 12 minus 8 is 4 and 5 minus 2 is 3. Now, how to start with addition to check it? I'll be writing which number first? 34. The answer that I got will be taken first. And my next number, wait, let us write this 34. Yes, this is the column for carryover. Perfect, children. And my next number 28, I'll be taking again, but now I'll be taking it as addition. So let us add 28. What do we get? How much is 8 plus 4? 12. 2. Carry 1. 3 plus 1 is 4 and 4 plus 2 is 6. Now let us check, have I got the same number I started with? This is my answer on addition and this was my number from which I subtracted, which is called minuend, right? So this is 62. Same answer? Yes, we have got the same number. That means the answer is perfect. Let's do one more before I give the rest for you to practice. 50 minus 18. 0 minus 8 cannot happen. Let's do regrouping. So we borrow, we make it 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 4 minus 1 is 3. You have got perfect by now. So we'll be starting with which number now to check? 32 we will be taking here. 32. And we will be adding what? We'll be adding this 18. Right? Now, the difference will be, the addition, when you add, what sum do you get? 8 plus 2 is 10, 0, carry 1, 3 plus 1 is 4 and 4 plus 1 is 5. So you remember, I gave you the keyword MSD. Minuend is the number from which we subtract. Subtrahend is the number which is subtracted and D is the difference. That is the answer you get. So when we are adding the difference, to the subtrahend, we must get the minuend. If it is same, that means your answer is perfect and no point teacher taking away marks from you. I'm sure you'll be getting full marks if you use this trick. Now you have an exercise here for you, an activity. Paste some stickers of living and non-living things in your scrapbook. Write the name of each of these things and then you have to find out how many more living things are there than non-living things, and also name the biggest living things and the smallest non-living things from your collection. So when you paste the pictures, you'll be able to find out which of those are the biggest. So you have to find out which is the biggest and which is the smallest also, and have fun with this activity. Now what we have learned in this chapter, to subtract two-digit numbers with or without regrouping, we have to make sure that we arrange them properly at their places. And while regrouping numbers, if there is a bigger number to be subtracted, then borrow 10 from the tens place, right? So this is how we do in regrouping. We borrow 1 from tens place and it becomes 10 ones. This is called regrouping. So let's have the Olympiad preparation now. If subtracted from 72, we get the result 55. So what is that smiley? Let's write here. If this smiley is subtracted from 72. Now how do you know which number should you write? Because you do not have this number. Let me give you a very simple example. If I ask you, take out your books from your bag, children. So what are you going to pick first? Are you going to take the bag first from which you will take out the book? Or is it possible that you take out the book without taking your bag? Not possible. So you will pick your bag first. Now here what we are saying, subtract from 72. Isn't it like take from your bag? So we are taking the bag first. So when we say subtract from 72, we will be picking this number 72 first. So 72 minus smiley, we get the result 55. So let's write in your vertical way, 72 minus smiley gives you 55. What can this number be? So what we will be doing, we'll be taking it the otherwise and we will be subtracting 55 to find out this answer. So 72 minus 55 is how much? 12 minus 5 is 7 and 6 minus 5 is 1. So from 72, if you subtract 17, you will get 55. Do we have that answer here? Yes, this is your perfect answer. Now, a shopkeeper had 85 bulbs. Some of the bulbs were damaged and 42 good bulbs were left with him. How many bulbs were damaged? I'm sure you can get the answer yourself now. Good. So it's just like the previous question. Now we have the multiple choice questions for you. 76 minus 28 is equal to, you'll be doing yourself. 40 less than 70 is, yes, perfect answer. That was easy. 30, you could do it faster. Which subtraction gives 42 as the answer? So subtract and find out where you get 42 as the answer and take it. Sony scored 56 points less than 94. Find her score. So what will you do here? Again subtract and get your score here. Now in subjective type questions, a shop had 65 oranges. 26 oranges were sold. How many oranges were left? What are we going to do? Subtraction again because we want to find out how much is left. Next, complete the subtraction pyramids. How do we do them? One has been done for you. So in this pyramid, what we do, children, we find that above two boxes, there is one box. Above these two boxes, there is this box. So what you will be doing? You will be subtracting these two and write the difference here. Subtract these two, write the difference here. Now for the next layer, you will subtract these two numbers and write the difference at the top, right? So 54 minus 40 is how much? Let's do it. Yes, 14 is the perfect answer. Now there are two numbers where the difference is 20. So what can this number be? Yes, this can be 20, this can be 60 also, children, right? So this is 40 minus 20 gives you 20. If you write here 60, 60 minus 40 will also give you 20. But see what we are doing. We are showing here the bigger number with red color. So that means 40 is the bigger number here. So 20 will be your smaller answer and we rule out 60. Okay. Now look at these two numbers, 20 and 14. So subtract, what answer do you get? We get here 6. So make sure that you have to be careful about this red mark, right? Now next question says using the digits 1 and 9 form the greatest and the smallest two-digit number. So with just 1 and 9 as the digits, what can be the smallest number? Yes, good. So smallest number will be 19. And what will be the biggest number? Great, children. That will be your 91, the greatest number. You have to find the difference. Have fun. Now Jimmy and Imran are two friends. They have rupees 90 each. They bought 3 items from different shops. So these are the items they bought. Find out who spent more money. So first, let us find out what is the total money spent by them. Jimmy spent how much? 18 and 40. And where will you write rupees 5? Just at the ones place, and it is 0 here. Quickly add them. What do you get? 63, right? Let's move to Imran's bill. This is 12, this is 30, and this is 2. What's your answer, children? 44. Good. Now, who spent more? 44 or 63? Jimmy spent more. So we'll write here Jimmy. And how much more did he spend? We'll quickly subtract 63 minus 44 and get your answer. So what do you get? You need to regroup. Okay. 13 minus 4 is 9 and 5 minus 4 is 1. So Jimmy spent 19 rupees more than Imran on the same items. So you have to be smarter when you are going for shopping so that you don't pay out extra. Next, we have a maths lab activity. Just like we had fun adding the numbers, we'll be having the same fun subtracting the numbers. Again, you have the same cards, sets of cards at your tables. Do you have? Yes. So we'll quickly go into groups of 3 again. Now you have the pack of cards, shuffle them. Take out 2 cards, make a 2-digit number. All of you, write down somewhere. Yes, now put the cards back and shuffle the cards again. Done? Now all of you take out 2 cards again and make another 2-digit number. I hope you remember the activity we done for addition of 2-digit numbers. Same thing, you are having fun. I can see everybody enjoying this activity. So now you got 2 numbers each. Come on, quickly subtract and find out the answer. And the one who gets the bigger number is the winner. Enjoying? So you can have 5 rounds like that. The one who gets the bigger number is the winner, will get 1 point. So you can just write your points here and have fun and see who is the winner. So we'll be coming up with more fun exercises, more fun activities, more of fun learning here. Till then, happy learning.